Hello, everyone, dear viewers of the channel. I am Helena, the Guardian of Secrets, a researcher of mystical phenomena, and here with me is Vadim, a historian interested in folk culture. Today, we're delving into a fascinating and often contradictory symbol in Ukrainian folklore, the black cat, a creature often shrouded in mystery, fear, and sometimes unexpected reverence.
Indeed, Helena. When we think of black cats, especially in a European context, the immediate association is often negative: bad luck, witches, dark omens. But I suspect, knowing our Ukrainian traditions, there's a much more nuanced story there, far beyond simple superstition.
Absolutely, Vadim. In Ukraine, the black cat is a potent symbol, often carrying a dual nature. On one hand, yes, encountering a black cat, particularly one crossing your path from left to right, can be seen as a warning of misfortune or even a sign of a witch's presence. There are countless tales of malevolent sorcerers or mavki, forest nymphs, transforming into black cats to spy on humans or sow discord.
And this connection to witches is a historical one, rooted deeply in periods of religious fervor and persecution across Europe. Cats, particularly dark-colored ones, were often seen as familiars or companions to accused witches. It's not necessarily unique to Ukraine, but it certainly took root in our collective consciousness, perhaps amplified by agrarian fears and a general distrust of the unknown.
Precisely. However, that's only half the story. In many Ukrainian homes, a black cat was, and still is, considered a powerful protective talisman. They are believed to absorb negative energy, ward off evil spirits, and even predict changes in weather. Some legends say that if a family moves to a new home, a black cat should be the first to cross the threshold to bless the dwelling and ensure happiness and prosperity.
That's where the pragmatic side likely comes into play. Historically, cats, regardless of color, were invaluable for rodent control in homes and granaries. A healthy, active cat meant fewer pests, which directly translated to better harvests and less disease. It's not a huge leap to then associate these beneficial animals with good fortune and protection, perhaps even projecting spiritual qualities onto them. The color black, being less conspicuous at night, might have also made them particularly effective hunters, further cementing their value.
And yet, the mystique remains. Think of the eyes, Vadim. In many legends, the luminous green or yellow eyes of a black cat are not just eyes. They are said to be windows into other worlds or to possess ancient knowledge. There's a particular belief: if a black cat stares intently at an empty corner of a room, it's seeing something we cannot, perhaps a wandering spirit or an approaching guest.
Have you ever felt that shiver when your pet cat suddenly fixes its gaze on an unseen spot, absolutely transfixed? In Ukrainian folklore, that's not just your cat being quirky. It's communicating with the invisible realm, and a black cat's gaze is considered the most powerful conduit.
It's a fascinating interpretation, Helena. From a purely biological perspective, cats' exceptional night vision and ability to detect minute movements and sounds well beyond human perception would naturally make them seem attuned to unseen forces. And the reflective tapetum lucidum behind their retina gives their eyes that ethereal glow in low light, which could easily be interpreted as supernatural. Our ancestors, lacking scientific explanations, would fill those gaps with magical reasoning, which then became ingrained in the culture.
But the symbolism goes deeper than just practical observation. Consider the domovik, our house spirit. Often, he is said to appear in the form of a black cat, a furry guardian of the home. This isn't about rodent control. It's about a sentient, benevolent entity choosing the form of a black cat to reside with and protect the family. This paints them not as just animals, but as sacred embodiments.
Here, we see the merging of the practical and the psychological. The domovik provides comfort and a sense of security for the household. Attributing its form to a common and beneficial animal like a cat makes it relatable and accessible. The black color might even symbolize the unseen, the hidden protection working in the shadows. It's a beautiful cultural construct that gives agency to the things we cherish and rely upon. It's a way of personifying the safety of home.
So, in essence, the black cat in Ukrainian folklore isn't just a simple omen. It's a complex tapestry woven from ancient fears, practical realities, and a deep spiritual connection to the natural world. It embodies the shadow and the light, the potential for harm and the promise of protection. It reminds us that our ancestors saw magic in everyday life, transforming the mundane into the mythical.
Exactly. Vadim, what started as a potential source of fear, a nocturnal, independent creature, evolved through utility and cultural interpretation into a powerful, multifaceted symbol. It's a testament to how human societies build narratives around their environment, weaving history, superstition, and practical wisdom into a cohesive, if sometimes contradictory, worldview. The black cat becomes a mirror reflecting humanity's anxieties and hopes. Before we wrap up today's fascinating discussion, I urge all our listeners to share their own experiences or stories about black cats in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
And I hope that by exploring these stories, we not only understand our past, but also feel a deeper connection to the soul of our culture. The black cat, whether a witch's familiar or a household guardian, continues to captivate our imagination and reminds us of the unseen threads that connect us to our heritage.
A powerful thought to end on, Helena. It's a wonderful example of how even the most common elements of our world can carry profound cultural weight. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more explorations into Ukrainian mystical stories and folklore. Your support helps us continue to bring these fascinating tales to light.
Until next time, keep your eyes open for those subtle signs.